Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolverine channel. Today, fresh straight off the press, I've been waiting to get another reaction because I've been catching Wyandotte police, and I've been catching them out of their jurisdiction, and it all started with the premiere that I allowed Lackluster to do on his channel, showing where, look, man, I watched this cop. He kept going out of his jurisdiction and going a mile into ours. This is dating back 4 years ago, and I finally said, you know what? They're not doing that. What they're doing is, through practice and organically recording them, having all the videos to prove it. Okay, so I always got it, and I always keep a backup at another location just in case they come and do their little dumb stuff like we know them to do. I always have backup. So what I'm trying to say here is that these people that call themselves law enforcement, that's not even in the city of Linkin Park, not paid for by Linkin Park taxpayers, are practicing law inside of Linkin Park. And in this video that was just taken a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago, I literally stopped what I was doing. I had no intentions on recording today. I was planning on making other things, doing other things. But unfortunately, I have to show you what real activism is, because there's a lot of people out there that claims to be in our realm of who we are, and they are perpetrating, saying stuff that, and doing stuff that is in a gray area that has not anything to do with government. Even though you have a right to record in public and there's no expectation of privacy, all that, the gray area is that they're on private property rage baiting people. Joey and Directy and a few other people have been calling this out. So I decided to say, you know what, let me show these people real quick and remind them what it is, what true activism really is, and what it consists of. Because I say to you, if you don't understand this, I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I'm not going to sit here and argue with a stop sign. Without any further ado, let me bring you to a video where the audio is cut out there for a minute, because I was sitting on the side of the road watching this cop do what he did today, again in our jurisdiction, doing what they know best, is being tyrannical and pulling people over and getting this revenue that's not in their IMCO certification to do, paid for by the city of Wyandotte. We did not pay them to come into our city and practice law enforcement and traffic enforcement in our city. We have our own police we pay here. Okay. Shout out to Corporal Joe Sparks of Linkin Park Police Department. Awesome. We got a sergeant. His sergeant, I forget his name. It's been a while, but they're decent cops. I know they're decent cops because they went above and beyond when they saved my life. So that is something that they didn't have to do, but they get paid to do. It don't make them heroes. It makes them awesome people. It makes them really good people. And I would have to say, above and beyond, that's good policing. Anyways, let's see this. So I'm going down the street, right? And I'm showing you that there's a cop right here. You see it? And I said, watch, he's going to pull him over, right? We don't have no audio. And then he ends up doing a traffic stop right out of the jurisdiction. You know what? Let me see if I can do something about this. Right. I'm sorry about the quality. Yeah. So he's got his cherries and berries on him right now, right? And he's not even inside his jurisdiction. Across the street, inside there. Now I'm telling everybody this, but I don't have no audio. So he pulls and goes back in instead of going into Southgate, which is not Linkin Park, which is not Wyandotte, where this Wyandotte cop belongs. You see that? You got a good view, and they just happen to be black. Take a look at that. Now I'm going to show you the pattern of this Officer Perez being the tyrant that he is. I didn't feel like cutting this stuff up, so I figured I would just show you raw footage of what I have, enough to show in pattern of practice that these people are not who they say they are. Okay, so what I do here is I take it out. I ask him what he was pulled over for.
We're dealing with another people of color. He's letting them go, isn't he?
No, he took his driver's license, but then he
this
me.
Right here.
Took his driver's license, but then he seen me.
This right here saved your ass, didn't it? What'd he pull you over for? I'm watching him. It has nothing to do with you.
So the camera didn't pick it up. He said insurance, and they have plate readers, and that's how they knew he didn't have no insurance.
And your plate found out. Did you know that you were coming out of Linkin Park, and you are now in Linkin Park right now, and he has no jurisdiction? Don't let him bullshit you. He's not letting you go because he's your friend. He's a piece of shit. He ain't gonna give you a ticket knowing my camera's here and he's under an investigation. Stay out of Wyandotte. They are racist pieces of shit. They always will be. Hey, Wolverine Transparency saved your ass. Go look at it. See ya, bitches.
Now, I don't talk like that no more because I have a profound change in me. I don't like talking to anybody like that, let alone our public servants. So let's go on to the next one here. Because I think it's important for people to understand that this Officer Perez is the straight up tyrant. And he doesn't have any boundaries at all. None. Because the people have been. So I pulled up to this scene, wasn't even ready, didn't even have my apparatus. I just grabbed my camera. This is what true activism is. You are ready to go on a moment's notice and take care of business. Let's watch it.
I had to cut back and I started looking at him. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's wrong with you?
I love these guys when they're out of their jurisdiction, man. Officer, cease and desist and get the hell out of Linkin Park now. Get out of here. Don't give him your license. Don't give him your license. He's wrong. He don't even have the authority. Trust me, this guy's wrong. He should have pulled you over about 1.5 miles back. He doesn't have the legal authority to be in Linkin Park. He should have, if he did not put cherries and berries on you after that sign right there at Burger King, he's unlawfully doing his job.
Which is 1 mile down the street, ladies and gentlemen. He is on New York, just west of 4th Street right now.
Not paid by the citizens.
Because if he legally, let me tell you how I know they're full of crap. If this officer did put his lights on, that would be fleeing and eluding, and this would be a felony stop. This is some of the indicators that you would know, okay? Because he's in traffic, he's on the side of the road. I have him sitting in another video in a spot. They have these parking spots right on the side of the road that faces north. They just sit there and observe traffic. or they'll be rolling, right? And they'll go in and out of lanes. Remember when I was showing you guys that last summer? In and out from one lane to the next, one lane to the next. They're reading everybody's plate that's in that lane.
City of Lincoln Park to police. He's impersonating a police officer right now in the city of Lincoln Park. I've had an open investigation on these guys for a long time, and every time I do it, it just happens. Racist piece of garbage. Hey, brother, I'm telling you, he's wrong. He's wrong. He can't even give you a ticket. Right now, you should call Lincoln Park and you should say, listen, I'm being pulled over a mile out of the jurisdiction. They did not pull me over in their jurisdiction, and file a complaint against him right now. 710 is his unit number. Call it in right now. Tell him you got.
So I believe we have the guy in here, Dave. Dave Lewis is right here. Thank you again, brother. This is me. Okay, this is the guy claiming. I'm gonna put a link. I would appreciate it if you would come up and tell us from your point of view when he put the cherries and berries on you, and tell me from your perspective how you think this officer was acting. I told you that he wouldn't give you a ticket, and I told you here on these people have a pattern of this, and I followed him all the way, and he still went in to another jurisdiction and assisted another cop out of his jurisdiction as well. So I'll show you that in a few. But I would like to pull you up. So I'm going to give you a link. You're going to see a link. I would appreciate it if you'd come up. If you don't, I understand. But I think it's important for people to redress their government, and we will use this as Exhibit A if you want. For you, if you want to file a complaint against them. There's the link. Hit it if you want. Come on up. I'm going to continue to show my stuff.
Park citizen taxpayer that did not pay for this officer to be IMCO certified to be on New York and just south of just west of 4th Street.
I was taken because I didn't have my apparatus. I didn't have nothing. And I shake like Don Knotts anyway. So I'm sitting here. I got my camera on Nubby sitting here trying to hold this steady. I think I did pretty good for a guy that shakes all the time because of the electrocution I went through.
Hey, did he put cherries and berries after? You telling me that he just put cherries and berries? When did he put his cherries and berries on you?
Once I crossed over off the 4th Street, New York, that's when I got it. Actually, I got it, I think, like right here.
So what they're doing is they're getting a bigger bite of the apple.
Oh,
they got those
the link is in. It's right above you. It should be right above you there, sir. Should be right above you. It's right above your thing. Let me go on YouTube.
Readers inside, right? Yeah. And what they'll do is they'll pull people over out of their jurisdiction because in their jurisdiction, people have been abused by them and they know better, right? So they're getting a bigger bite of the apple by going out of their jurisdiction. You understand? And trying to give you, right now, he's going to cop explain you. He's not going to give you a ticket. I got him on record. Get out of here, punk. Don't even cop explain him. Get out of here. Cease and desist.
I got him on record.
Consider yourself owned, punk. I have no respect for bad cops. Bad cops are bad. All liars shall have their part in the lake of fire.
I have no respect.
You swore an oath to the law of Moses, you piece of garbage. And look what you're doing to our God. You are making our God. That's why Christianity ain't even taken for what it is. It's people like you.
And look what you're doing to our God.
You are a bad person, and millions of people will see this. Wolverine transparency. See ya. You've just been owned.
So,
welcome back to the controllers.
I'm letting my buddy go. Let me take that off. So yeah, I'm trying to give this guy a. All right, something slow. I'm sorry, guys. I just put it. Yeah, go on your phone because I can see it clearly on the phone. See, I'm doing two. If you go like, I have two streams running. I have upright and I have vertical. They're running parallel. All right. So what's happening here is, yeah, it's showing them both of them. I don't know, man. So let me look at the other one. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's showing them both of them. There's the link. Just hit the link. Yeah, it's showing them both of them. There's the link. Hit the link. Dave, I would love to hear your testimony on this, buddy. I'd love to. If you want, go to Wolverine. Here, I'm gonna put my email on there. I'll make it easy for you. I know how to do this. See that? There's my, go to Wolverine Transparency and say hi to me, and I will send you the link back through there. While we're doing that, I will show the other stuff that I have, because I followed him. I don't know why that's still doing it. Because I followed him out of that jurisdiction and followed him into another jurisdiction called Southgate. Those of you that are not from here, you won't know that. So I will show you after this. I'll play the rest of that, okay? But know that I'll show you the other one that I just uploaded. Where is my videos? I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while since I did a live stream, so okay, here we go. So I gave the other cop a benefit of a doubt, and I even told him that I gave him a benefit of a doubt. I said, look, I don't know about you, but this guy is definitely, he definitely has lost his mind, right? So let me play this where you see him come back, and then we will go from there. All right. Let's just do it that way. All right. So stop screen. All right. Boom. All right. Let's do this again. So I'll show you this. Dave, if you heard me, there's my yeah, there's my email. Email me and say hi, and then I'll share the link that way. Do it on your phone.
Right now, he's going to cop explain you. He's not going to give you a ticket. I got him on record. Get out of here, punk. Don't even cop explain him. Get out of here. Cease and desist. Consider your cell phone, punk. I have no respect for bad cops. Bad cops are bad. All liars shall have their part in the lake of fire. You swore an oath to the law of Moses, you piece of garbage. And look what you're doing to our God. You are making our God. That's why Christianity ain't even taken for what it is. It's people like you.
I love you, man.
You are a bad person, and millions of people will see this.
What's your
Wolverine transparency. See ya. You've just been owned.
All right, so let's go to the next one. That's it. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Where is it at? What is it? All right, here it is. Let's just put this up here, and yeah. All right. So watch. I follow him out of the jurisdiction because I know he's going to do it again, and sure enough, he does.
You see how far he is? We're not even back in his jurisdiction yet. This is what I'm talking about. This is the garbage that this guy was going to give him a ticket. He was going to give him a ticket.
That's right.
Now we're in the city of Southgate. To the right, you will see.
You're going to rage bait anybody. You rage bait the government. You don't rage bait people on a freaking dinner table eating their food or in a private parking lot, damn it.
Southgate. If you zoom into it, you'll see that.
If you stay long enough, I'll show you that video of us last summer.
Back there. To my left, on the other side, the northbound side, that is the city. Shame on these people, man. I chased them all the way out of my jurisdiction.
I'm waiting for you, Dave. Dave, if you want to come up, maybe I don't know, maybe he's a little shy. I don't know. Because that back here is the guy that was pulled over. He says he can't see the link, but there he is. I don't know. No big deal, man. But welcome to my channel. I'm not going to make him feel bad because if he don't want to. I don't blame him, man, because now, you guys see that I saved his ass, okay? Because that cop had every intention on getting revenue. That's why he pulled him over. He had enough balls to pull him over out of his jurisdiction, okay? Just like they're doing right here. We are in the city of Southgate. Dave, you're going to love this if that's your real name. But I'm glad that you are here because I'm going to show you what I did. I protested him on the side of the road for what he did to you. That's real activism, rage baiters. I did not let this pig, what I know as a piggeriness, get out of my sight.
Look, no turning signal. Look at that.
See that?
He ain't even following the law. Look, no turning signal.
You only used it once. Look at this. All right? But now, look. Look at
Look,
that.
no
No
turning signal.
for that.
Look at that.
If that would have been me and you, that would have been an unlawful lane change. That right there is a $110 ticket.
Even following the laws. Look at them. They don't like to stay in their jurisdiction for some reason. Look at this.
I told one of the neighbors to record this.
Hey, pay attention. Cops doing illegal shit. Record them. Just trying to figure out why they continue to pull people over out of their jurisdiction. Why do you think?
Perez is his name, but he won't ID.
What's your name and badge number? You can see it. Yeah, I know. See, you could see the attitude. Now we're on private property. They have no jurisdiction over this private property at all.
Let alone being out of their jurisdiction.
Try to do is and knock on a door and try to get me trespass from it. But I know most of these people, so we've already sent letters to them because we're prepared this summer to come down on you. You ain't getting away with this.
I just want to, I'm going to tell, I told these guys I would pay the extra if they would put it on body cam, recording them. Most processors do, and I will pay for that. And I can't wait till the 3 cops and the assistant prosecutor that conspired, because there's information that I've received from within they don't even know. And they will, because they're going to be called to testify. See here. And yeah, let me take care of some business, guys. Hold up a second. I'm having an issue. Okay. Man, I hate when it does that. And I hate this when it does that. See, every time I connect my phone to my computer, it starts to act goofy. Acts real goofy. I'm so sorry. There's something wrong with my audio. I'm sorry, man. You guys gonna have to bear with me, man, okay? Just bear with me. You can hear me. I know you can hear me. Let me just ask you, because I don't get on here as often as I used to, so I don't know.
Does that sound any better right there? Audio. Give me a 1 if that sounds better, ladies and gentlemen. Audio. Here, I'll play. Audio.
Just pull anybody over anytime they want.
Did that make a difference? Give me a 1. Yes. Okay. I'm waiting for. I was hoping that dude would come and make himself available, because that, Dave, I'm telling you, bro, it's so important that we take control, especially during the Trump administration, when he's given them more immunity. That's why
Those ICE agents, instead of arresting those people good and petty, instead of arresting them for obstruction, they murdered them. They murder them because they have that qualified immunity, and that qualified immunity is terrible. All right, people are saying yes in the there. Okay, all right, good. All right, good. All right, beautiful. Moving on. Yeah, EU. All right, so let's keep it going.
Collecting revenue, and I have to do this. I'm very sorry if I'm making you guys feel uncomfortable, but these guys, I'm not even out here trying to record them. As you see, I don't even have my apparatus with me today. I just found this guy 1.5 miles out of his jurisdiction on a city park impersonating a police officer in the city of Linkin Park. Don't worry, I'll get your body cam. I don't care. I'm recording them. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm recording them. You can lick their boots when I leave. I don't give a damn. Boot licker. See, I ain't even cussing at them no more. They're not even worth me getting upset to cuss at them. All I know is they're trash. They're garbage, and they can pull people over out of their jurisdiction, and they don't know what Houston v. Hill is when it comes to obstruction. So I already got a lawsuit on them. I already put a 1983 on them. They just haven't been served yet. But don't worry, the 3 officers, including the prosecutor, they don't have full immunity. You're going to find that out. That's why I've been de-escalating.
I know the prosecutor will probably get qualified immunity, but the officers are not, because I peeled their qualified immunity from them when I explained to them that this is wrong. I'm not loitering. I did have intentions to come in, and because there is no separation of powers because there's no separation of powers in Wyandotte, you have the court, and just 15 feet across the hall is the police department. And then 40 feet to the east of where the judge sits in the courtroom is the prosecutor's chambers. Right behind the judge's bench is her chambers. So you got about 15 feet from the prosecutor's chambers where he comes in and leaves his stuff, because he's an outside prosecutor, okay? But that's where he puts his stuff. I guess he's in a firm somewhere, and that is what they do. And they say that's how they separate it. No, that's not how it goes. And then right next to the detective bureau is the records bureau, right? There is absolutely no separation of powers. There's the sense of propriety is gone. There's no propriety whatsoever.
Because I'm gonna put a stop to this shit downriver. You guys are gonna honor your oath, whether you like it or not.
Look, man, that was a major accomplishment, getting that blue line flag out of that Michigan State Police post and off of our Michigan State Police cars statewide. I did that all by myself, and then I had other people come and join me in my ventures of complaining while getting assaulted the day that I got it removed all by myself. I had people with me that was going to say, hey, you did a good job, and they screwed up. And then Officer Fell had to get reprimanded, and we had to go through that whole process, right, to go back in there and record. So I don't want to get into that, but I did make change, and we can make change. Perez is a tyrant. He's no good. He needs to be taken off the payroll and retrained where his boundaries is. If you have no boundaries, ladies and gentlemen, then what good is a jurisdiction? Why don't you just give an M-Code certification for everybody and take the freaking thing and just put state police on every cop and give them unlimited jurisdiction? Just do it that way. So that way they have all unlimited. Even state police has sectors. in their policy, and they got to stay in their sectors. Only way that they can go out is when their supervisor gives them permission to, because the MCOL certification allows them to be police officers and police. But if you're not getting paid for it, for you to show up to another jurisdiction, you cannot take the 23rd District Court into the 25th District Court. You can't do it. You got to take the 25th, that ticket you wrote has to be on a 25th District Court thing and put into the 25th District Court, and you have to show up and testify against that person at that court. You can't do it at the 23rd, not when you pulled them over in Linkin Park. That's not how that works, ladies and gentlemen. That is not how it works. Just because they are MCOL certificated, and yes, they can go through boundaries and all that. So show me some face, man. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Hold up a second, guys. Let me figure out who this dude is. I wanted the guy that actually got pulled over to come up, but let me put a thing over and bring him up.
Hey.
What's up, Todd?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Who is this? Who are you?
Cheese?
Excuse me?
Is this? I don't know whose shows this is, but someone invited me.
Who invited you?
Hi. A good friend, Swinte.
Are you? So you're gonna troll me? This is your
No,
last chance.
it's not a troll. It's not a troll.
Okay.
I'm Todd Goldfinger. You can look me up.
I don't know who you are, and I don't even want to. I'm just trying to figure out the only reason why I put that link.
You might want to know who I am.
With all due respect,
Sure.
You know, welcome to my show, but I wanted Dave to come up. That was a guy that, because I usually don't allow people to come up during these segments, but I wanted him to come up. I wanted him to come up, but I'm not going to be rude to you. You know, I just don't know who you are, and I've been out here for a long time, so until I know people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can look me up.
Very careful because
yeah, you can look me up.
Okay. All right. Well, go into the chat, and I will see you in the chat. Okay. You have
God bless you. All right, take care. I don't even know what show this is. Take care. Peace.
It's my show. It's the Wolverine Transparency. I am government accountability. I am not anti-cop. I am just anti-bad cop. Okay. Go look at the description in the video, or excuse me, the description in the channel. You'll see it tells you my whole narrative. All right. You have a good day. Bye-bye. All right. So, all right. Bam. All right. Now, so as we were, let me get that off here because, you know, I ain't going to let nobody just come up and pour bomb me. Anyways, I just wanted Dave to come up, but just listen to the as soon as, you know, you remember here, I showed you, I followed him and just watch him go across watch him break the law right in front of you. It just goes to show that he's out here collecting revenue, ladies and gentlemen, trying to collect revenue for what he just did right here in front of me. If it was reversed and if I didn't use my blinker, he would have pulled me over for it. All right. See that? No blinker.
Look, no turning signal. Look at that.
They don't care. Now his sergeant would care, okay? Because his sergeant literally seen me recorded him. He stopped and made sure that he stopped to look both ways and waited 5 seconds before he went after responding to an armed robbery at CVS over there down the street off of I forget what it is. First and like right behind City Hall. But anyway, that guy was so professional. He used the turn signal on every corner, and he was on the southeast corner, and he literally went to that stop sign, stopped, used his blinker. Next stop sign, stopped, used his blinker, went to the next stop sign, stopped, and used the blinker. That's how professional he wanted my camera to see him. Now, look at what this moron is doing, and he knows he's on camera. He knows, these guys know how I'm cut. They know I'm going to follow. Look, right here, he just swoops on over. He just uses the blinker once from all the way over here to come all the way over here. That's an illegal lane change.
Look, no turning signal. Look at that. He ain't even following the laws.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to each. I have an upright and I have a full view. For those of you that do uprights, you can hit that like button, but I'd appreciate if you go to both streams and hit the like button. Thank you very much.
Look at them. They don't like to stay in their jurisdiction for some reason. Look at this.
Oh, I gotta grow up now? Who's he telling to grow up to? I'm just curious.
Hey, pay attention. Cops doing illegal shit. Record them. Just trying to figure out why they continue to pull people over out of their jurisdiction. Why do you think? What's your name and badge number? Yeah, I know. See, you can see the attitude. Now we're
normally I'd be like, you can see these, but I'm trying to be as Christian as possible and be able to do my job here as an activist and call this tyrannical, Orwellian, totalitarian. These guys are playing like they're the Lord's kings, like the king's lords. You know what I mean? You know how the king, these no kings that they're talking about, they got the right narrative, but the wrong substance. I'm telling you, man, these Democrats got it all wrong.
I'm private.
They got the right, they got the right titles, and they're not recording and holding accountable all these municipalities and principalities amongst these because they literally think they're principalities. They think they're gods, and they're not.
Property. They have no jurisdiction over this private property at all.
Happy F the Police Day, everybody, for show.
So what they would try to do is go in and knock on a door and try to get me trespass from it. But I know most of these people, so we've already sent letters to them because we're prepared this summer to come down on you. You ain't getting away with this. Remember the no kings? That's right. This is this king shit. These are the king's lords right here that think that they could just pull anybody over anytime they want, collecting revenue. And I have to do this. I'm very sorry if I'm making you guys feel uncomfortable, but these guys, I'm not even out here trying to record them. As you see, I don't even have my apparatus with me today. I just found this guy 1.5 miles out of his jurisdiction on a city park impersonating a police officer in the city of Linkin Park. Don't worry, I'll get your body cam. I don't care. I'm recording them. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm recording them. You can lick their boots when I leave. I don't give a damn. Bootlicker. See, I ain't even cussing at them no more. They're not even worth me getting up to cuss at them. All I know is they're trash. They're garbage. See, I ain't even cussing at them no more. Out of their jurisdiction. They're not even worth me getting up. They like to use them. They don't know what Houston v. Hill is when it comes to obstruction. They're garbage. So I already got a lawsuit on them. They're out of their jurisdiction. I already put a they just haven't been served yet. But don't worry. The 3 officers, including the prosecutor, They don't have full immunity. You're going to find that out. That's why I've been de-escalating, because I'm going to put a stop to this shit downriver. You guys are gonna honor your oath, whether you like it or not. You're in the city of Southgate right now. You're on a multi-jurisdiction line. What you're doing is you're going all the way down past Goddard and then making your U-turn, taking a bigger bite of the apple, and then you come into Southgate. That is not your jurisdiction. Now, jurisdiction, according to the state's attorney's office and how practices have been made in the past, if you do it in your jurisdiction, and then you'll do that.
Sir, please stop.
So now they're going to conspire.
I guess he's showing his white privilege. And you guys know I'm not a race baiter. I'm not into none of this. But I will bait these police officers when they are clearly showing their behavior to be baitable. Meaning when they are in color of law and breaking the law, oh yeah, they're baiting us. They're baiting us. You won't do nothing. I'm going to go ahead and do whatever I feel like it. Woo, 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 pull you over, and they're 2 miles out of their jurisdiction. And they have not ever been, not once, solicited by Linkin Park City Council to be hired on as a police officer in the time, date, and manner today to do what he's doing on New York Street.
I caught your partner all the way down 1.5 miles down there at London.
And watch how I talk to this guy. All right. Watch how I talk to the other guy. The unit number 72. I give him a chance. If you're watching this, sir, listen to me very close. If you want to act within the law, I will back you 100%, officer. I will. And I will show your good behavior. I have no problem. All you downriver officers, I have no problem. I would love to show that you guys can be good officers and you guys won't stick up for that type of behavior. I had a lieutenant tell me things that people normally would lie their butts off of. In Southgate, they are one of the best law enforcement agencies downriver, but that don't mean there's not tyrants there.
In New York. That's why I'm down here. I wasn't even messing with you, dude.
You hear him? He said, okay. So I was letting you know that I did not want to record his traffic stop, nor the people that he had in his traffic stop. But since it was organically being played out, I got to do what I got to do, and I'm not going to let them stop me from nothing. This is pure activism, ladies and gentlemen.
He's the one that brought me. He came to Linkin Park and brought me here, all the way to my city, 2 blocks from my house. He was enforcing laws in the state, in the city of Linkin Park, being an impulse certified officer for the city of Wyandotte. I did not hire you. I did not hire you to enforce law in the city of Linkin Park, you tyrant. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to suck my ding dong and all that other stuff no more. I'm just going to stay straight to the law and own you for what you are. You're a piece of garbage. You ain't worth a nothing. You've taken an oath to the people that you're not serving, and you are the type of people that will murder people. This is called a protest. You have earned yourself a protest. And the bootlickers that are pointing at me right now, remember them, y'all. I'll get their plate on the way out. Remember
now,
them.
He heard me say I'll get their plate on the way out. Then he starts to say, okay, officer, okay, sir. And then he starts getting friendly with me.
Remember them. Perez.
I do customer phone systems. Great job. Great
He thinks he's got a cop explain this shit. He thinks he's going to
see. I think he's trying to use his privilege to get out of the ticket that for the infraction he's being pulled over.
Gonna explain his way out of this, and they're gonna let him go. They're not gonna give him a ticket because they have literally sucked the luck off their boots. If this ain't what bootlicking is, hey, I'll give you an officer to appreciate. Shout out to Officer Joe Sparks of Linkin Park. Now that's a police officer. That's a cop that does his duties. This piece of crap right here, I don't know about this guy yet.
Okay, so you guys see what I got, and I think everybody. There's something wrong with this. I haven't been live in a while, and I just want to make sure that everybody's okay. And I do have another video I want to show, but for some dumb reason, this stuff is not giving me my it's taking its sweet damn time. All right, let's go here, and I'm going to show you another one where I was coming home from the gas station, and these guys literally were I owned them. I totally owned them there. Where's this at? I had to own them, man. I kicked them all. I kicked all 5 cops out of my neighborhood. Literally, I got them to hell out because they're revenue getters, dude, and they hate people. They hate our Constitution. They hate anybody that will stick up for the Constitution, and then they ride under some fake, like, I guess, what do they call that? What do you call that when somebody is riding under a fake flag they're perpetrating? So let me bring back my StreamYard up. Okay, so it's going round and round and round and round. I did, like I have been known to do in the past. All right, so let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that right there. And it should be this one right here. End of the video. Okay, good. Beautiful. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we get ready. They are fully out of their jurisdiction right here. Fully. And I mean fully. Man, this thing ain't cooperating.
Is it in fact Linkin Park?
Well, I park in a parking spot.
And that street is flooded. Flooded pretty bad. Oh yeah, that's Wyandotte. Right in Linkin Park. Look at this. Look at this.
18 cars. Is anybody going to make the address?
You guys, I want to warn you, there's some cussing in here, and since then I've changed my stance, but the redress is good. I'm just gonna let you hear it.
Why are they
what's
here?
What's going on here? I got a blank screen. What's going on? What's going on? All right, here we go.
I wonder why they're here in Linkin Park.
Pretty scared on the phone. So we have someone fly by.
Tell me this ain't a setup.
So, Dave, if you're still here, the victim of that 4th Amendment and your 14th Amendment, Dave, if you're still here, they violated your 4th and 14th amendments, and that is under USC 241 and 242 because they conspire to do these things all the time. Even before you even get there, it is a link. It is a reach that a conspiracy had already been applied to them when they said, hey, go out and get as much as revenue as you can doing what we usually do. That is part of a conspiracy.
24 station. 2-4 station. The traffic stop we just made was DoorDasher. Looks like it's going to be some sort of complaint from our traffic stop.
This stuff here, now, there's another black guy, all right? Are you guys understanding me? The last 3 traffic stops is Wyandotte police pulling people over outside their jurisdiction that happen to be African American. So we got Wyandotte in Linkin Park. Both of these are in Linkin Park. They're out of their jurisdiction. Ignoramus tries to gaslight me, and I call him out. I own these guys, literally. Y'all gonna love this. You want content? I'll give you some content. Linkin Park, they're out of their jurisdiction. They're practicing law out of jurisdiction. Nichols, are you getting a hold of this? They're about a mile. I don't need to. This happens to be a black guy. Sorry, these live streams can get really stupid at times. It's just pay attention. You're gonna love it. So they pulled these guys over. This guy's on a sidewalk. I don't know. I didn't hear nothing on the radio about Remember, I've been watching them for an hour and 52 minutes here. Felony stop.
You're also on the sidewalk too.
No, I'm not. Go look. Go look. No, go look.
Go look.
No, I'm not on the sidewalk. I'm in a parking lot. It's a parking space. Them are considered a parking lot because they're parking spaces on to the curb. So it's considered like a parking lot on the side because they actually have parking curbs and lines where each car could park from the approach all the way up to the stop sign. Nice. I think like 10 feet from the stop sign.
You're not parked on the sidewalk?
No. I'm not.
See?
Huh.
Double standard, sir.
You see, not me. You see why he's doing while he's trying to use gaslighting tactics and corrosive tactics. He's violating this lady using Pennsylvania v. Mims to get her out. They have not committed a crime. They have not violated any traffic laws, right? And I show here when the guy admits that he didn't have insurance, guess what? They got back in that vehicle and left because they had no jurisdiction. And they would have to call Linkin Park to get them to come and tow it. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're in the city of Linkin Park, right? And they're not being charged with fleeing and eluding because this is a mile and a half out of their jurisdiction. This is past London, ladies and gentlemen. The double standard is it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. You can project all you want, but you're violating people's rights because you're out of your jurisdiction, man. That's all right. Linkin Park, you need to get here. You hear that? Judge, he said, that's okay. They're stealing revenue from you. You see that? I was recording the drone that the people that are with me, just to let you know, just to let you pignoramuses know. I think this is okay. They're practicing law out of their jurisdiction. You guys do know that these guys are now Linkin Park police. Testify against you. They're not, and you shouldn't have pulled over for them. You don't have to.
You don't have to tell me I know all my laws, all my rights.
So why are you know all my laws, all my rights? Listen to her.
Because I'm not worried about nothing.
Okay, so you're going to let them just violate your Fourth Amendment? Look what they're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't do anything and you cooperate with this, what do they call people like that? Just say it so I don't have to say it. Thank you.
Hey, if you feel that way,
I'm not feeling nothing. I've just been watching them for almost 19 months now, violating people's rights. Look at this. We're at LeBlanc and Fort Street. LeBlanc and Fort Street. So if you guys look at the map, LeBlanc and Fort Street, that's like almost a mile. This is where, when he comes and tries to gaslight me, I'm like, he tries to tell me that I'm breaking the law. I'm like, well, go ahead and enforce it. Until then, suck my you know what. I went there, guys. I own them. This is where I literally stop their whole traffic stop and kick them out. Watch this.
Since if she don't give a shit, I don't. This is just for the state's attorneys. Obviously, you're a criminal.
I start gaslighting her.
Yeah, man, they got you pulled over, man. You did something really wrong. You're a criminal, man.
I start trolling her since she's sitting here saying, well, I don't care if they violate me and my husband's rights, even though he's black and we got some white supremacists that continually pull over black people.
So they did it again, and they think these people ain't going to do nothing about it. The driver of this car, they're not going to do nothing. They're in full submission. They don't care. They're afraid of the police.
Look at him grabbing his nose. He has no self-esteem whatsoever trying to exploit his supremacy on me. You see, he pointed at my truck and told me that I was breaking the law. And this is how I handled it.
Sir, you said you weren't on the sidewalk.
I don't give a shit.
I wasn't on the sidewalk, and he couldn't prove it. And even if I was parked all the way on the sidewalk, he couldn't do a damn thing about it.
This law on your own. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, they were in the city. Why not? You can follow someone outside.
You're not, motherfucker. You ain't gonna do shit. You understand that? How about that? You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing to me. Fuck you. How about that? You can suck my dick. Now what? Yeah, you two suck my dick because you ain't gonna do shit. You're out of your jurisdiction. Get the fuck out of here. You're practicing law in fucking Linkin Park and you need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, fuck off. Suck a dick. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's how you need to talk to them. Neighbors, I am a Linkin Park native. I'm watching people impersonating Linkin Park police. They're fucking impersonating Linkin Park police. Get the fuck out of here. I'll troll them back. Bye, bitches. See ya, bitches. Too bad you can't do nothing, bitch. Ho. Shout out to Linkin Park cops that do their jobs and don't scare to see what they're doing. This is right here at LeBlanc and Fort Street in Linkin Park. You guys are going to let them do this to us? What the fuck, man?
Now, I'm not happy with my response in the words that I chose to use, but they're constitutionally protected.
They're about a half mile out of their jurisdiction. So what they did is they got me to go all the way down there, and I come back and I find them. They took a big bite of the apple. And you know who saved that girl's ass? Was Wolvie. Wolvie saved that ass. That's why they didn't get no tickets.
All right, guys. You know, there is a time and a place for everything, I guess. And unfortunately for those cops, they are abusing the badge. I pursued a paralegal degree for 3 years inside 30 years ago when I did a bit. And I have never said that I didn't have a record. I was getting it expunged, and the guy that was expunged died. Unfortunately, that attorney died of COVID. His practice shut down, and they had to refund my money, and I got to do it again. So I had to wait for the hold to come off of that to get that money. So I'm waiting for that. I don't know why your email protection has stopped. Reconnected. No, thank you. Anyway, so what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, is that the laws in practice, all right, you got operating standard procedure, then directive policy. Operating standard procedure is corporate law. Directive policy is constitutional law. They are acting on corporate law, which everything is operating standard procedure. It's what can I do? How far can I go past the line without raising eyebrows, right? That is what's happening. All right. And unfortunately, people are not willing, and this is what ticked me off. People are not willing to do what I was doing. See, ladies and gentlemen, they will murder you. Do you hear me? They will murder you for their belief. Imagine if one of them was to say, "Hey, get off of me," and push him back. What would happen to him? Imagine if he started fighting back. What would happen to him? They would have shot him dead right there. They're willing to kill you for their tyrannical actions because they had absolutely no PC in literally being out of their jurisdiction. So I am not anti-cop. I want people to understand my narrative. Do not put me in the realm of a liberal, 100% liberal, or a Republican, or in any way. I'm in the Constitution, right dead smack in the middle, where the Constitution is. So everybody that's running their mouth about he said, she said, and all this other darn, stupid stuff, just stop. Because, being the type of person that, here, let me just pull this up so you'll know. Look at this. This is my channel. This is who I am. And here's the narrative right here. All right. I am nowhere near any type of, what do you call that? Collaboration or in conspiracy with anybody, or I have no intention, no ill will, no intent. I seriously want to focus in on the injustices and practices of law. And Terry v. Ohio is the law of the land, and they're not following it, ladies and gentlemen. They're just not following it. So here, let me see if I can put this in there. Is it? Here, I'll put this up here. Let me share this real quick. Here's my page, right? And it says, this channel deals with speaking truth to power. I am not anti-cop. I am anti-bad cop. I do not promote violence against these narcissistic oppressors, but to expose them to do the rest of the good cops, but to expose them so the rest of the good police that want to do their job in honor and honoring their oath, that do without being marginalized. Okay. So that is who I am. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I got way more education than these people do. All right. I even have a closed brain injury. You know what I'm saying? And I could still out police them. You know what I'm saying? Outthink them, because they're tyrannical. They have no intentions on doing the right thing. And it's sad. It is sad that these people do not want to understand that federal law supersedes all state laws. If you haven't hit that like button, if you're on the horizontal or the portrait mode, either way, please go out and exit. If you haven't hit that like button, hit likes on both of them, because what I'm trying to do is I want everybody that can hear the sound of my voice to know that I have your back, and that even good cops that want to participate in making change in our area, get a hold of me. You know my email address. I will participate with you. I will stay above board. But because you are a police officer, everything that you say to me, I will record. I have to have it recorded. All right? And I want you recording me from beginning to end. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because it will protect us both. Because I am not going to commit a conspire with you, okay, to break the law. Nor will I have you conspire with other people while we are doing what we're doing and drag me into a conspiracy. I am telling you that we could stop this one cop at a time, and you can hold other cops accountable when they are being idiots and they are being moronic and they show their disdain for the public, not understanding that they are accountable. They are all accountable for what they do. Listen, when we hire these people, we train them. So we send them to get MCOLS certified to be a police officer. They do 6 months of training, okay? And then they get the certificate, right? And then they are put in and they go do their target practice. They go to a seminar. They are trained to use specific tools, traffic control devices, etc. They are trained in they should be at least 257, 674, the basic parking obstructing, and 603, 257, 603, and what an emergency vehicle actually does and how we use it. I have been educating all of you on this, including police officers. Hell, I even educated that moronic Judge Arenas. All right, the Judge Arenas in Wyandotte. I won't even say her name because she doesn't have my respect. She's a tyrant. She's dangerous, and on top of that, she has pretty much absolute immunity. So I stay within the parameters of the law everywhere I go in Wyandotte, everywhere. And I don't hate you, Judge. I just wish you would I wish you would have obeyed the law, because I'm going to front your cops off. And that payoff is going to be an admission of guilt no matter what, because you're going to pay me. And that commanding officer, the chief, he went off on a rant about my situation and how he's talking online. We got that too. That's defamation of character. All of a sudden, all my views went down from that point. Yeah, I lost. There's damages there. So, without saying, I'm just coming back in the realm of things. People are just coming back to me. So I get my norm. I get anywhere from 100 to 200 people in my live streams, being a small channel that I am, which is about right. And I appreciate y'all. Just know that Wolby knows what he's doing. I do have my paralegal experience, and I know what I'm talking about. And I do this because I love my country. I love the people in it, and I think we could do better. And if you're sad that transparency and accountability comes in this form, how else are you going to do it? How many complaints? There's people in my chat that will tell you they've made complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. You know what they do with complaints? Go straight in the garbage. Heck, the Lieutenant Powers down there, he wouldn't even take it. He wouldn't even take it. They have broken so many procedures and laws. It's pathetic. And they are pathetic. And because I have a voice, and I am not going to belittle myself, those of you officers in Wyandotte, I'm speaking directly to you now. If you guys want to show me that you are going to honor your oath, I will advocate for you. I will promote everything as far as law enforcement goes and what you do. I will justify it under good faith and the doctrine that you are in the parameters of directive policy in the Constitution. Forget operating standard procedure. Forget all that other garbage. I believe in this country. We have over 400 million people in this country. I'm not going to sit here and start making big changes now. Forget that democracy crap. When you talk about democracy without the republic, all you're saying is the mob. The democracy is like what Caesar was doing to how would I put it? The Colosseum, right? Caesar wanted to keep the people happy, so he fed them bread. Same thing with Al Capone. Democracy there had to win. All it was a law that people made, and nobody gave a damn. But what they do, they gave what the people wanted. So he gave them bread to shut them up. Al Capone gave them liquor to shut them up. All right? Anyways, I'm going to get out of here, man. I want you guys to know that I love and respect you, and I respect my country, and I respect good law enforcement. Shout out to Lieutenant Scott, Southgate Police Department. Shout out to Officer Joe Sparks. Shout out to his partner, that's a sergeant now. Shout out to good policing inside Linkin Park. There's all kinds of good cops in Linkin Park. But that don't mean that you're always good. Just because I found you doing good things doesn't mean that you're always good. And this is what I say. When you know you're not being recorded, pretend that you are. And stay within the parameters of the law. God bless. Wolverines go back quiet, reading the mail for show. See you, won't want to be you.